So that means which will fit our standard, have that type of a format. It should be comprehensive. Comprehensive means when I will read it during the day, I must be in a position to understand what the work is. Sometimes in the morning, I write in abbreviation A, B, C. But later on, when I try to read it out, I have forgotten this ABC abbreviation one. So that means whenever I will read it, the work, I must be in a position to understand what actually the work is at that time. Maintain it continuously, keep the list current. That means we must be in a position to, not in a position, we should do this. It's not like when we have it in a written format, we can maintain it continuously. Continuously means when I have left the office in the morning with 8 works on the slip of paper. So I have to do 8 works during the day. After 2 hours, I found that I have done 3 of the works. So cross it. Because I should not read them again now. Now there are only 5 tasks which I have to do now onwards. But it is also possible that in the meantime, one task more has been added. So now it is 5 plus 1, 6 now onwards. So total tasks became 9. So 3 have been already done. So 6 have been done. So it must be current. That means when I will read it, that means what after this, how many tasks I have to perform. Another is use a list to set priorities. We must be in a position, we will be in a position to set priorities also, because when we have list in front of us, when tasks are in the mind, it is very difficult to set priorities. When we have on the paper, it is easy for us to put which is priority 1 and priority 2, isn't it? So to-do list is one of the important this time management technique. So instead of stressing your mind, isn't it, every now and then, what is the different tasks, isn't it? And because our comprehension is very weak, it's not a disease. So it's not like a computer, every task could be added. So sometimes we forget about the things, isn't it? So better would be if we keep it in writing, we'll be relaxed. No issue. Now, prioritize. Now we can prioritize the tasks. Now, priority number 1, we will have critical, goal-related, must be done today. So the first priority first priority tasks those are critical, goal-related, and those are to be done today. For example, as a teacher, what is my priority 1? Priority 1 means I have to attend a class. I have to take a class because this is my priority 1, because I am paid for that. I am a teacher, so my prime responsibility is to take the class. So that means it should be my first priority, that whenever there is an appropriate timetable listed, so I must take it. It's a very critical and it's a goal related, and it has to be run today. So always try that I should not miss the class, because there can be some occasion because there is activity somewhere in a college, I am on leave, I could not do it. Okay, but otherwise, if I am in a college, so first priority should be that I will take the class, isn't it? Because if some class is missed, the next day we should take. So that means this class has been missed forever. Now priority number 2. These tasks are also important. They are also related with the goal. Must be done soon, but not necessarily today. And there are so many other tasks you will find. They are also important tasks, but they are also related with our goal of being a teacher. But those are also to be done, but not necessarily today. For example, as a teacher, you get a letter from a controller of examination, set this question paper. You get a bundle of answer scripts, evaluate these answer scripts, isn't it? So these are also important, goal-related we have. But it is not that I received a letter from controller, I should start writing a question paper. No. So there may be some time, there are 5 days, 10 days, 15 days sometimes, isn't it? So this is also important, but you can do it tomorrow, day after, within 3 days, but not necessarily today. So these tasks come under category 2. Now we have priority number 3. They can wait. May or may not be goal related. No significant time pressure. May be easy, quick, and pleasant. So the priority 3rd means they sometimes may be related with a goal, sometimes they may not be, isn't it? So these activities can wait. So there is no significant time pressure that it has to be done within this time frame. But these tasks you will always find they are easy, they are quick, and they are pleasant also. So we get tempted to do these tasks. We leave priority number 1 and priority number 2. So that should not be the objective. We should not leave those prioritized tasks and start doing priority 3 items. Those should not be done. Now, we can put it in a matrix like We can have important and urgent. We can have important and not urgent. We can have not important and urgent, not important and not urgent. So the tasks which are not important for you, isn't it? Those not necessarily to be done. So have enough time to focus on priority number this 1 and 2. When we put it in a matrix like this, on the horizontal axis we have urgency, on the vertical axis we have importance. Now you see red, urgent. So it is important as well as urgent. Do it first at the appropriate time. So I cannot say that once you reach college, so this can be the task you should be done first, because it's not possible to have every teacher will have a class in the morning. It's not in the teacher. Maybe for an officer, for a marketing manager, he can do it. That this is the priority number 1. I will do it first, then I will do second. But in our case, we can have class at 2. We can have class at 3, because it's not possible. Every teacher will have class at 10, because if I am teaching MBA first semester, so obviously once another teacher is busy, so students are busy with him. I cannot take. So whenever my time is there, I should take it at class there. And it's urgent also, and it's important also, because I'm a teacher paid for it, and this is my prime responsibility to it. Now, another is, they are important tasks, but not urgent. So yellow. So do them later. Tasks that need an action, but not immediate attention. It also needs action. For example, you have purchase committee meeting is there, isn't it? So you can focus it tomorrow or day after, not necessarily today. You have received a answer scripts, isn't it, from the control of examination? You can do it later, because there can be a time frame for that, isn't it? So we can do them later, but they are also important. But we can do them later. Even if I will have time today, I will do it, or maybe we can do it tomorrow or day after. Now there are priority number 3, green, blue. They are urgent, but it's not important for me. Okay, urgent for college, but not important for me. For example, there is some problem, isn't it? But I am going to take a class, but I saw that there is some disciplinary problem. So you can delegate this task to somebody else and have your class. So these are such tasks which can be delegated. So there can be certain tasks which can be delegated. So it is such a task where you find that it is not important for me and I have no urgency for that. So you delegate it to somebody else. Now we have task number 4, white. These are neither they are important nor they are urgent. It is just like a priority number 3. So you get tempted because they are easy, they are enjoyable. So we get tempted to do it, but it should not. So these should be eliminated. So if you don't do these tasks, so because I have enough time to spend on the time which are urgent, which are important for me, time these tasks which are neither they are urgent nor important. So why to consume time in those processes? Now this is other way also that we can have urgent, not I discussed them, but would be there. Okay. Now work your way down from the top items. Only when they are completed, you should work on middle priority tasks. When everything is done, you should work on the low priority items. You'll find it's often acceptable to ignore the low priority items. Okay. Now another technique, time metabolism. Time metabolism means that you will find during the day, there is some time is somewhere when you are fully alert. When I was a child, or somebody was a child, he remembered that whenever I was learning something in the morning, I would remember it. For some student, it was evening hours. Some student, it was night. Some student, it was day. So we may differ from these points. So that means this time, when you are fully alert, it is known as prime time. So cooperate with your energy levels, and you should identify what is your prime time. When you are fully alert and you can do even difficult tasks. So if you are having a tough tasks, for example, you find that you are fully alert at 10 in the morning. So if there is any tough task to be done, you should do it at that time. Or you feel like at 3, I am fully alert. This is my prime time. So if there is any tough task, so it should be done at the prime time, because that time your mind is very free. Okay, your mind is highly alert, and these tough tasks will become very easy for us. Cooperate with others' time metabolism. It is not that you are only person in the process. There are other people who are associated with this. So you have to take care of Here time metabolism also. But as a teacher, is it possible that you have 60 students in the class? I can understand time metabolism of every student. It's not possible. But at least something we can do. Like whenever we have a technical paper, we put them in the morning. Why we put them in the morning? Because under this, students are coming to the college. They are fresh, isn't it? So expected that once they are fresh, these technical papers can be taught and they can be understood well in the morning. So this is what we can do for that. Isn't it? Then you find, for example, in my case, I'm teaching accounts in the MBA department. Okay, so because accounts is a technical paper, so we always keep these accounts in the morning, or maybe 10 or 11, because that time student is fresh and they will be in a position to understand it. So if I will teach accounts at 3 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon, so they will feel sleepy, isn't it? So this is how we can cooperate with others, time with the students. Now we have another, that's goal setting. We have to set goals for us, isn't it? Now I will generally told you, because time is also running, we have to manage time also. We have broadly two types of goals. One goal is that is short-term goal, another is long-term goal. When we talk of a long-term goal means what finally you want to achieve in your life. Or we can say what you want to retire as. So at the time of retirement, what should be your position? Should you retire as a principal? Should you retire as a um, as director of the colleges? Should I retire as the Prime Minister of India? So that is what is the final goal. But goal has to be very realistic also. That we'll discuss later. So it should not be a hypothetical goal. Goal is which is achievable also, isn't it? So what you should read. So that means it's a long-term goal for us. But in most of the times, we have short-term goals. We have goals for a day. We have goals for a week. We have goals for a month. Or for a teachers, we have goals for a semester to take the course and teach these courses. Okay. Now these short-term goals, which I told you, they are within a year. We say short-term in accounts. We say it is within a year. So if it is the goals which we set for a semester, we can say rather, but we have a semester system. So how we will be in a position to achieve those objectives, achieve those goals. So it says that you should have a SMART principle for that. SMART principle says S for is specific, M is measurable, A is achievable, R is result oriented, it should be time limited. Okay. Now, this is SMART. Specific goals. Goal means you should have a tangible outcome. It means you should know when I have completed this task, and it should be very specific goal. There should be no ambiguity, no vagueness should be there. You must be in a position to identify what my specific goal is. For example, I will tell you, we are preparing syllabus on the NDP. You have to list the program objectives, you have to list the course objectives. So, and those objectives have to be specific, that we are expecting that a student must have learned, and they should have come to these expectations. So that's why we say that there are specific program outcomes, specific course outcomes. So that means, yeah, for example, we do research. We put specific objectives for our research, so that our attention remains only those objectives. Otherwise, if I will have any problem of research, so it can be looked into different dimensions. Even it can take my life also to um, do this activity, and certainly it will be incomplete. So we put specific objective in the sense that these are the objectives which I want to achieve in this objective. So then it gives us a direction that how you can go and how you will be in a position to achieve those objectives. Another thing, it is measurable. Goal should be measurable. You should have some clear definition of success. You should be in a position to know that I have achieved this goal. If, for example, you are not in a position to understand this goal or we have achieved this goal or not, so that's no goal at all. Because we must be in a position to evaluate the achievements, see the progress, isn't it? What is to done, what is not to be done. So at any moment of time, we must be in a position to measure the success of the, isn't it? Of the product. So, for example, sometimes we put a research paper, and then we find that no, it may not be in a position, we may not be in a position to leave it. So because you will not be in a position to know when we have done it or not, we have done it or not. So or we are, why we put syllabus like in units, we say when we have completed the first unit, that means 25% of the syllabus complete. We say second unit is 50% of the syllabus. So we are in a position to measure where we have reached. Another is attainable. Goals must be such which are attainable, which you, as per your requirements, as per your features, you will be in a position to attain those objectives. Because if you feel that these are the objectives which I cannot attain, don't put those objectives. Why put those objectives with that? So I have found when we draft a syllabus, some of the teachers put everything in their syllabus. What happens when every teacher has completed the course? This teacher is settled in 50%. This is a problem which we face because you have to take students into consideration when you are drafting a syllabus. What actually in 6 months they will be in a position to learn. For example, if there is an accounts paper, if I put everything in account, there are chartered accountancy course which is completed in 3 years if everybody will pass. So that means I can teach accounts. It will take me 5 years to complete. So I have to put that thing in the syllabus, which is from their requirement, it is okay, and which will be attained during the semester, isn't it? So don't pressurize the students. Don't put everything in the syllabus, and then it's difficult to manage. So everybody has completed the syllabus. This person has not been in a position to do it because he has not been in a position to complete because of the long syllabus in the subject. So put those objectives which you can attain, isn't it? So those are in the research sometimes with such questions we'll put which cannot be attained, isn't it? Whether hen has come first or egg has come first. So these objectives should not be there, isn't it? Have those objectives which can be attainable, and objectives should be relevant. For example, if you are doing a PhD, your objective should be or goal should be relevant to the topic. It should be, or I am teaching accounts. When I am teaching, I am in the accounts, I should teach accounts only. It should be relevant. So any problem, it should be relevant with the course, relevant with the society, relevant with the economy, relevant everything. It has to be relevant. So things which are very irrelevant should never be discussed, nor it should be kept as a goal. So any goal, whenever you keep this in consideration, that it is relevant to me, it's relevant to my students, relevant to my school, relevant to my college, relevant to society. Okay. Another is time bound. So I told you that there are many tasks which are time bound. Like I have to complete the syllabus 5 months, and you should get completed. Because you have to put this, whenever you are putting the goal, it should be time bound. Okay, if it is left open, I am telling you, it will take a lifetime. Still, it will be incomplete. I told you if I start teaching accounts, it will take me lifetime. Still, I will feel it's incomplete. So you put a time bound within these months, and I should understand what is important for the students from syllabus and as well as from the time perspective. So I must be in a position to attend it within this time period, isn't it? Okay. Now there are number of jobs where there is no time boundness. Time directive is not there. For example, you start writing a research paper. There is no time bound. It's for your promotion. You are relaxed. So it will take you 6 years. So better is if yourself you can make a time bound. Like I am starting this research paper and I will do it within 6 months. Okay. So you have to do. So if you put this time directive from your side, then your focus remains that there is 6 months to complete this paper. Maybe you will do it within these 6 months. But if you leave it open, then it takes a long time to do it, isn't it? So better is have your objectives which are limited by time, which are time limited. You must have time associated with that. But time should not be like we should jump the things which can be attained within a month. You don't know, I will do it within a week's time. It's not possible. Have a very ample this flexibility that whatever you feel like time would be good for it. So keep that time also for that. Okay. This I discussed. Okay. Now schedule your time. Schedule is, in other words, it's plan. Plan your time. What time I have to do what, isn't it? What is to be done, isn't it? So planning is, I told you in the start. So planning is very, very important. So because planning helps us to understand difficulties which we will confront when we are in the ongoing process of achieving these objectives. So obviously, when we find that there will be this limitation at this particular time, then I will be in a position to find a solution also for that. Otherwise, I will get stuck when such difficulties come. So for this schedule your time, there are some considerations which you have to keep in mind. Like set a time to arrive and leave. Why we put this? Because maybe somewhere it's flexibility, but now under the new regime, it's very difficult now. Everybody has to reach on time because there are now biometric attendance, everything. So now there is no difficulty in that. But wherever you have flexibility, you must be knowing when I will be arriving in college, when I should be leaving the college, because you must know how much time you have at your disposal to in the college. So, for example, if I am reaching 10 and leaving 6, like 4, that means I am there for 6 hours. I am reaching 9 and leaving at 5, so I am having 8 hours. So, at least you should know first how much time you have at your disposal. Then, combine related activities. If some activities which are related, those should be combined. Okay, maybe for example, in the office setting, there's a person who is looking for marketing department as well as production department. What he will do, he will first relate marketing. He will he will just see all the files related to marketing department. Then he will do it to the production department. It should not be like one file marketing, one production. No, it should be first marketing, then it should be production. Now, as a teacher, how we can combine? I can have suggestions like, if you are taking 2 classes a day, if possible, better have these 2 classes either in the morning session or in the afternoon session. So if you put them in the morning session, that means you have free in the afternoon session, you can devote some time towards some other productive activities like writing a research paper, or you will be in a position to review something, or you will be in a position to prepare for another classes. So that's possible. So in the afternoon, then your morning time is your free. You can devote it. It is a small, it may fit or it may not. So it depends. So better is related activities are in an optional setting. This is more relevant because once they are doing marketing, their mind is related to the market, so they should dispose all the files in marketing. Then they can go to finance or some other activity which is lucrative. Plan major time blocks. Now, time block for us, it will be pre-lunch session, it can be post-lunch session. So pre-lunch session is to be planned, post-lunch session also should be planned separately. Consolidate discretionary time. If you have discretionary time in between, it should be consolidated. For example, if you are taking 5 minutes break, it's no break at all. So if you have 5 minutes break at 3 times, why not put this 15 minutes break at one time? At least you can have a rest for 15 minutes. Schedule most important activities for handling at first appropriate time. Which are more important activities for you? They should be handled at first appropriate time. First time I didn't say because for a faculty it's not possible. We say appropriate time means when it has been scheduled my class. It is at 2, I should take this class at its first appropriate time, that's at 2. Isn't it? But if, for example, in a office settings, you can have here and there. Isn't it? There is possible some activities you want to finish up in the morning. But as a teacher, when you are taking a class, it may not be possible because I want to take class 10 because some other teacher is there. It's not possible. So we say that when it is scheduled, it is as per the timetable, take it at that appropriate time. Take advantage of prime time. So take advantage. So if you have tough tasks, do them at the time when you are fully alert. Do not slide planning time. If you have planned, do not slide. That means if you have planned something, you should not deviate from the plan. Some element of flexibility should be there. But if you leave it 100% flexible, then this is no plan at all. So that means we say that flexibility should be there. It can be once or twice you can make certain changes. But if you are making frequent changes in it, then it is no plan at all. So you should stick to the plan. Set deadlines for important work. Already told you. So put deadlines. This task is to be done within 3 hours. This task is to be done within 3 months or 1 month or 2 months. So number of tasks are this syllabus is to be completed with 5 months. Okay, this research paper has to be completed with this. I have answer books. These are to be completed within 3-4 hours. So when we put deadlines, obviously you then strive to complete it within those time frames. Allow quiet time. Quiet time is to be allowed. So when you want to take some rest, because we are not machines. Our bodies cannot be put to 24 hours working. So we should allow some time when we must be quiet and we can take the rest. Then protect personal and family time. Protect. Word is here, protect. So otherwise, what happens? You will do all the activities which are supposed to do, but only one thing which you will not take account, that is, you will not be spending time with the family or spend time for yourself. Okay, I told you in the beginning. So if you don't have time to family time, so that means you are not, don't be under this impression you are a busy person. No, you will find the people who does 5 times of the work which we do, but still they have time to them. So because our time is not our time. Our time belongs to so many people. It belongs to our family, it belongs to our children, even to our parents also. Even so, these things are to be taken. So this time should be protected at any cost. It is not that you do everything but don't spend the time with your family. No, that should not be there. So these things, so that's why word protect has come. This has to be protected. Otherwise, you will leave this. Now, handling interruptions. This is again one of the techniques. So interruptions always come. So these are to be handled. Drop in visitors. Set time limits on their visitors. Maybe in secretary type of active jobs, you will find that they allow public only after 3, because they give them the time that after 3 they will just look into the files. Maybe from 3 to 5, then they leave it to the public. So if they leave public during the day, they will not allow after work then. So you have to put limits. Maybe also as a teacher, I can put also time, because in the morning hours I have classes. So if somebody comes to see me, so always give him a time like in the afternoon. So then neither his time will get wasted nor my time will get wasted. Colleague gets students. So as a teacher, you have to meet your colleagues. You have to meet the students regularly. But if you need to concentrate, you can put some label somewhere on the door that I am this time busy, please don't disturb. So because I am preparing for the another class, so you don't want disturbance, you can put it. So nobody will disturb. Like we put phone and a silent mode. Then telephone jo hai, this is the major problem of interruption these days now. Because you will find every time it rings. Now, because we are carrying now these mobiles everywhere, isn't it? So they enter with us wherever we go. If we have to go to the washroom, they enter in the washroom also with us. We go into the class, they come along with us in the classroom also. So you have to plan how telephone can be handled properly. So for example, when we enter the class, we tell kids students should put these phones either in silent mode or switch off mode. But your phone also should be in the same mode. For example, you have given the direction to the students, okay, you put silent mode, but your phone is ringing again and again. So because it will be totally disturbing. Because when telephone rings, it is disturbing, it's distracting us from the work. So better is during the class. Don't allow students also put it on mode. No, neither you should keep it. So put it on a silent mode. That would be much better. Or put it in the switch off. Because otherwise, if we have 60 students in the class, so if we will allow these telephones to ring, so all the 1 hour it will be ringing. So your time will get wasted. We will not be able to do. Okay, and another thing is, so the phone is just, it is just a communication. It is just you wanted to do something. We should not waste time in making the talk so long, like your father is okay, your mother is okay, your brother is okay, your brother's son A is okay, B. We should not do like this, isn't it? So it is okay, because telephone is an urgency. Okay, you want to pass information, you inform. Otherwise, remain stuck to the phone calls, so it will be very disturbing, isn't it? So these are to be handled. Okay, organize your work area and coping with work. Wherever you are is your work area, either in the office or in the home. You organize it better way and cope with the paperwork. Develop and follow a personalized plan of organizing your work area or desk area. It means like if you have a work area, it is up to you. You want to keep pen on the right side or on the left side. You want to put books on right side or left. So you have your own area. You can organize it or better way, and then it will be followed. So if you have a habit of keeping these pens on the left side, so always you should keep it on the left side. Sort paperwork on your desk according to priority. So paperwork, yeah, books, for example, I am teaching accounts, also teaching some financial management. So it depends if I have to first prepare for accounts, these should be more closer. Finance should be less close. So it depends how you will prioritize it. Discard low priority items. If there are low priority items, those should be discarded. Even you can have follow-up files to uncollected area. If you have read sometimes something 3 times and not act on it, throw it away, because sometimes we keep syllabus in our pockets. This activity should be done, I will do it later. So if it is said that if you have read it 3 times and you are not active, that means it's not that important for you, you should throw it away. Make a decision not to procrastinate. So procrastination is also one of the problems. We delay the decisions. That whatever we have to do today, we say, I will do it tomorrow. So that should not be, because in a child, when we were a child, we were given this sentence that do not put off till tomorrow what you can do today. So don't keep it for tomorrow if you can do it today itself. So because procrastination, because we say justice delayed is justice denied. Decision delayed is decision denied. Isn't it? So make a decision that I will not procrastinate. I will not delay the decisions. For that purpose, what we should do? Not to suffer more than a minimum of time. Because in a panic situation, we delay the decisions. So we are human beings. We will definitely receive the pain. Life cannot be smooth, happily for all the times. No, we will have pains. We will have difficulties. Isn't it? We will have, because we are sometimes our love, the people whom we are very much attached, they pass away. So this is the pain which we will be getting, isn't it? So some accidents are occurring, something. So pains we are getting, but suffer not more than important minimum amount. So you can specify minimum amount of pain, isn't it? So you demand, okay, this is for 2 days. Okay, after 2 days I will start, because in these 2 days you will delay all the work. Then from the 3rd day you can start the work. Not to ever become really tired or work too hard. It says that work hard is okay. Work too hard is not okay. Work too hard means if you are in a position, if you have a capacity to handle 50 kgs of the weight, and you start now working on 500 kg, it will be too hard. You will get tired because it is beyond your capacity. So do it within the capacity. Work hard is okay. Work too hard is not okay. For everything to be easy, everything is easy, because now we have come to this conclusion, except God, everything is easy. Everything can be managed. And whenever you start the work, say this is easy, I can do it. But if you say no, it's very difficult, I cannot do it, and definitely if it's a very easy job, you will not do it. But we say nothing is easy, should be earned with hard work. Nothing is easy. Whatever we find easy means we have learned it properly, isn't it? We have worked hard for it. Now it has become easy for us to do it, isn't it? So nothing is easy. It becomes easy for us because we have earned it. We have worked hard for it and have earned it. Never to hurt anybody. For a fun, don't hurt anybody, because you will find in college settings, in university settings, we are always a particular group of teachers, always we are meeting. So for a make a fun, why should we hurt somebody? What happens? If we hurt, he will hurt us back. I will hurt again. So sometimes fightings take place because of this reason. So don't hurt anybody. Everybody has a respect. Everybody is a human being. Never to feel guilty, angry, or too competitive. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel angry. Or there is a medication for that. If you feel angry, start counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Your anger is gone, isn't it? Or we say some you can do some other activities, so your anger is gone. Too competitive is not okay. Have a competition, not too competitive. That means you go beyond your capacity. So that's not also good. To be punished for having pleasure fun. Sometimes what we avoid work and get tempted to and have a fun. As per time management principle, it says that then you punish yourself for that. Punish is not here that you take a stick and start beating yourself. No. But if you find that I have 1 hour I have spent, then make it a point that I will run for 50 feet. Though it will not be a punishment, but you will feel it as a punishment. So that means next time you will not do this fun activity.
Sir, some time of procrastination may be a rational decision.
I'm getting that. In the next slide, I will be just telling you. I will be telling you. It can be sometimes, it can be rational, but we take a decision under the assumption that tomorrow situation will be different, isn't it?
Okay.
If you feel like that, then you can delay it. But if you feel tomorrow is not going to be different, then it is better to take it today only. I will be discussing it later after this.
Okay.
Okay. To be liked and accepted by everybody, you must be liked and accepted by the student, because we are dealing with the students. We must be liked. It means a teacher has to be very rational. He has to dress properly. He has to talk properly. He has to behave properly in the class. Then all his students will like, isn't it? So always to be taken care of. You must be taken care of. You must be respected by the students. And if a student is not respecting us, and we are telling him that you don't wish me, and if he wishes you, it's not a respect. We say respect should come. It should not be demanded. It should come up of its own. So if you demand respect, that's not respect at all. So we do such an activities, we are respected. We should not, we should behave rationally, we will be respected. So if we not behave like that, then students will not respect us. And the biggest reward for the teacher is respect from the students. Because maybe not only in a college, if they are gone after 10 years, if you meet student, you see how much respect. For example, sometimes we are teaching MBA students, we go to a bank, there is bank manager, he's my student. He comes to me, "Oh, please, sir, what is to be done? What has been?" This is what I actually enjoy out of it. Isn't it? He takes me in his cabin and do activity, what you have to do. This is what respect is. It is not only in the college they should respect. They should respect you apart from that also. And student realizes after he leaves the college which teacher has been best and which is not. Always to look good. You should always look good. Okay, it was like some specific ways of procrastination. Know what you want to do and realize what you will do later on. 8 seconds, I'm not in a position to read it. Some specific ways of doing this activity. It's not readable there. Okay. It's related to your procrastination. What was the question from that? Recognize the unpleasantness. Any correct decision is often a little more difficult than an incorrect one, or making no decision at all. Face the prospect of how unpleasant that decision may be. Unnecessarily, you should not delay because somebody will be unpleased. If he is unpleased today, he will be unpleased tomorrow also. So why we should delay it? Okay, we must recognize and we must be in a position to face that unpleasantness. So because of this, because somebody will be displeased, we will delay decision, it should not be. Because tomorrow also it will be displeased. So because of this reason, we should not delay it. Examine the real payoff for not deciding or taking the way away. What will be the outcome if you will not decide it today? You want to decide it after 5 days. See what will be the situation after 5 days. Okay? Examine the advantage of avoiding. Is it going to give some advantage to you by avoiding this decision? For example, you say today it will be unpleasant. You say if I will take it tomorrow, he will not be unpleasant. So you must see, I am delaying it. Is there any advantage I am getting out of it? Then only you should take, isn't it? Now, exaggerate your resistant behaviors. Exaggerate and intensify whatever you are doing that is putting the decision to be a task. Take responsibility for each delay. Otherwise, what we do, I say, if it is a correct, I have done it. If it is incorrect, this man has done it. That should not be there. We should take responsibility of our own mistakes and of our own delay. So if I have delayed, it is because of me. I must accept it. It is because of me. Because when I accept the mistake, next time I will not do it. If you do wrong things and under this assumption that this will be always correct, this is what I do correct, then you will not correct it at all. Okay. Decide everything now. So include the decision when you will set aside all aspects to begin a task. So that means you should decide everything now on. So unless there is some specific thing for delaying, so delay should not be there. Decide everything now. Prime yourself with leading tasks. You should, if there is any task, you should consider yourself as you are as a leader, because in a group, leaders work more. So if everybody considers that we are like leaders working, so everybody will be doing the finest, to the best things. Finish things. First of all, you should finish the thing, then start the another. I told you so we should not keep things lingering. Finish one thing because it will be out of it. Then start another. So the satisfaction of finishing tasks is the biggest regard in decision making. So if you not decide it and you don't finish it, so it will not. So you have come to the conclusion this is the decision. But you are not taking the decision, keeping it that I will do it the day after. So this is not the way you will be in a position to do it, because the decision has not been out, so it means it is there itself. It's an incomplete task. Okay, procrastination solutions. There can be some solutions also for that. Problem: if there is a dull or unpleasant task, what should you do? Delegate this task to someone else, if possible. I will not say every time it is possible. For example, a dull task for me cannot be dull for others. If you find that, okay, I cannot, it is dull for me, or it's unpleasant, I will not enjoy this doing, somebody else is enjoy, you can delegate it to somebody else. But otherwise, if it's not possible, isn't it? Then in between doing this unpleasant task, you can have a tea break, you can have tea or something like that, so that you will be in a position to complete this dull task. And if a task is very complex, then divide it into many manageable components. So because tasks can be divided into manageable components, so then you can enjoy one task, one of the components complete. Second, because it's a complex task, so you can do it in parts. No prospect of immediate result available. Sometimes even no immediate prospect is expected. In research, actually, these are the situations. What you will do, you can enjoy. Like I have done, I put 2 hours in this job. This is also a completion task. This is also a reward task. So giving 2 hours that task, that next day I will give another 2 hours. So that way also you can avoid the procrastination. Sometimes you can be stuck. You don't know how to handle a project or where to start. Okay, identify known action steps, make an arbitrary start, prepare a task group. It says that if you are stuck, most of the times in research, we get stuck to where to start. Should I design a questionnaire? Should I see the literature? You start somewhere. Automatically, you will reach to the point where from you should have started. So if you get stuck, so then years will pass, you will be there. So better is take arbitrary start anywhere you are feeling comfortable. You will automatically reach to the point where from you should have started. Now, there can be some time savers also. By virtue of that, you will be in a position to save some time. Learn to say no. Though it is very difficult, but you have to learn to say no if you want to. Because sometimes we are given assignment by a principal, please do it. But I know I cannot do it. Is it not better you can tell principal, sorry sir, I cannot do it, somebody else can do it, but I am not in. But it is not that every time you should put no, then you will become a no man in the college. So it should be, no should be based on certain logic, isn't it? Then you can say no. Though it is difficult, but you have to learn it. Begin, avoid procrastinating. Work briskly, it will take less energy. Plan the task before starting to work on it. Already discussed. Plan the day, the week, and the year. Set goals so the emphasis will be on the importance. By virtue of these, you will be saving time. Learn and practice self-discipline. Improve your skills in concentration. Okay, if you want to consider, for example, sometimes we read loudly, or you stand up and then start reading something, because it will, through this we are actually improving our concentration level. Develop a good memory. Learn to listen effectively, because listening is also important. You should listen effectively also from others. Learn to like your work. Now we are teachers. Sometimes we are by passion, or sometimes we are by accident. Because we didn't find any job good. I wanted to be a civil servant. I became a college teacher. But now leave that phase of life. That is gone. Now you are a teacher, learn it. Like this task. If you will not like it, it will dislike you back. The way you like your work, it will like you back. So better is like your work. Know your job well. Keep your own procedure manual. Know where to find answers quickly. Maybe in the past we were looking into the dictionaries. Now you have a Google, you can see it. Now there are so many softwares in which you can just look for a solution to the problems. Or sometimes you can take the help of experts, books, manuals, consultants also. Expect to succeed. That means you should be successful in the attempt. Learn from any mistakes of failure, then forget it. Mistakes will be there. It's not possible that you can be without mistakes. Mistakes can be there. You learn from these mistakes, then forget these. Finish each task before starting another. Avoid interruptions. Have a place for everything. Keep a return everything. Because this is also, most of the time we get wasted in finding where the we have kept this thing. For example, I will give a small example. When we have a car, when we comes back home, sometimes this car key we keep on a sofa, sometimes it's on a refrigerator, sometimes it's on the pocket of our coat, sometimes it's somewhere. So when next day we start leaving the office, we start searching for the key. It's nowhere. It takes us half an hour to search for the key. Is it not possible we keep a specific place where we can keep this key? So you will be in a position to save every time this half an hour. You will have a place for key. Take it from there. Not only this. For example, we have this rack I have for accounts books. This rack I have for management books. So when I have finished reading the accounts book, is it not proper that you put it in the respective rack so that tomorrow when I have to identify need this book, I can locate it easily. But if by virtue of being comfortable, easy is to manage it in the management rack, so I will go on searching it accounts rack, I will not be in a position to find it. So we waste so much of time in finding things. So keep a place for everything. So you will be in a position to save time. Improve your reading skills, increase your speed, improve your writing skills. Okay, some ways to save time on the job, because we have a questionnaire, because we will just doing it. Write down your ideas. Do not trust your memory. However good memory it is. So that means you must, you know, I have a very good memory. I remember everything. So it's not possible. Human beings, there are difficulties in memorizing everything. So better would be that if there is anything which is very important, keep it in writing. I told you that either you keep it on a piece of paper or you can mobile. It will be always better to keep it in writing. Set your priorities first thing in the morning before any work gets underway. Use your high productive hours for your high projects. Do not overschedule. Leave 2 hours a day free from appointments. Tackle time-consuming projects in stages. Concentrate on one item at a time. When a day's work is overtaxing, get for a lunch or something with a friend sometime. Use your low priority hours for easy-to-do projects and casual reading. Okay, work on the appointment system. Carry a card so that you can jot out ideas. Carry reading material with you all the time, because now it's not difficult, because now mobile with the internet, so you can always have a reading material in the internet. So even travel time you can just spend on listening, or you can dictate with it. So but if you are a driver, it's not advisable, then you should not do it. But if you are sitting, you can use this time also, instead of you can read some book, or you can just do something. Set reasonable deadlines for yourself and others. Make decision now whenever possible. Batch items for discussion and talk at scheduled times. Okay, one is better time. When we see that this is better time, for example, if we say that better time in life would be once I get a job, I will be married, then I will have a baby. Then this is all one of the example I put here. So then another, so then I will have a better time. But once the child is born, then we are frustrated that the kids are not old enough. And we believe that it will be more content when they are. So we feel at that time when they will be little bit more grown, the life will become comfortable. We feel like when we will leave them to the school, we will be comfortable. Do you think we are comfortable then? Then we say, okay, they are not old enough. So they will be, when they will be in their senses, they will be teenagers. And this time, very difficult age to handle a child is at its teenage, isn't it? So when we say that no, when life will be comfortable when they arrive at this age, but you know that we are there itself. We tell ourselves that life will be complete when our spouse get this, get this. So you go on doing it. The truth is, there is no better time to be happy than right now. If not now, when? Your life will always be filled with challenges. It is best admit to yourself and decide to be happy. Anyway, happiness is the way. So this time, it's happy. This time you should focus on, because every time you will have challenges. It is not possible tomorrow you'll be free from such things, from everything, and you can consider no. So treasure every moment that you have, and treasure it more because you shared it with someone special, special enough to spend your time with, and remember that time waits for none. So stop waiting when you have a car, when you will be married, it will be land, again, it will be this. So there is no better time right now to be happy. Happiness is a journey, not a destination. So work like you don't need money, love like you have never been hurt, and dance like no one is watching. So thank you very much. This was my presentation.